Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about OCD and feelings of safety. This is a very important video. I feel like this is a very important topic, and it's something I've been wanting to kind of talk about for a little while now, and something that I've definitely been feeling. So I have some notes and things on my computer here. I want to make sure that I touch on and say what I want to say. I've really, kind of thought this out, but I also want to keep this authentic and connected as well, so I'm going to try to do my best here. A disclaimer that I am not a medical or mental health professional, and if you need help, please seek professional treatment for OCD, for depression, for whatever you're struggling with. Please seek professional help. So one thing that I've noticed is the feeling of safety, and I'm really trying to cultivate safety within myself, because for a long time I haven't felt safe within myself or safe outside of myself and in the wider world. For many years I didn't feel safe within myself. Inside felt scary. Intrusive thoughts can pop up at any time, in any place, and about the scariest of things. And, it can feel like your brain's against you. And anxiety, that feeling of anxiety building within, the anxiety building within with anticipation of the next terrifying intrusive thought. Tightness in my muscles, headaches, stomach upset, a rattling feeling in my brain, feeling the center of my brain hurt, neck pain, shoulder tension, an inner feeling of running and a fast-paced jitteriness, avoidance, distraction, numbing, physical reactions to thoughts, physical flinching, physical reactions to thoughts, physical tightening. Not only did inside my mind feel unsafe for me to be in, but this feeling is also very real for the body. The body reacts. And physical discomfort and even becoming more susceptible to sickness can occur. That's something that I've recently experienced yet again, is the flare of OCD, being okay for a little while and then, experiencing more OCD symptoms again, and the lowering of my immunity and getting sick, and that I've noticed now is a little bit of a pattern, and I don't think it's a coincidence, and like I said, I'm not a mental health professional. This is just my experiences, and I think it's something to look into, to maybe have more research and resources about for people with OCD. So not only does inside feel scary, but then I became scared of the outside world. Everything seemed to become a new scary thing. Not feeling safe outside, people's words, seeing anything on TV, hearing new music, food, and other people seemed to become dangerous and triggering. This looming feeling my world could be turned upside down at any moment, and many times it had been. This feeling that anything can become terrifying often leads to avoidance and the shrinking of our world and our decreased quality of life. Feeling there is no safe space, inside or out, having experiences where being safe one moment and having a new anxiety pattern emerge and stay for possibly years can lead to a feeling of uneasiness. One moment can be turned upside down, and afterwards a spiral of fear, doubt, and uncertainty, unanswered questions that can last, again, possibly for years, can make a person feel scared and unsafe. Trying to connect to something higher can be another way OCD can overwhelm you with blasphemous thoughts and distressing questions. This can terrify someone for years. Not feeling connected and supported by a higher power can lead to feelings of unworthiness, self-contamination, and the belief that we might not deserve good things. And this can seep into every other area of our lives, some of these beliefs that we are holding. Having friends, family, work, and social situations be affected by the possible countless ways OCD can show up. This can affect the ways that you relate and feel connected to others around you. The loss in connection and safety that you feel with others can be devastating. As humans, as social creatures, we want to fit into the group, and we want to, be connected to other people. We want to love and be loved and be a part of something bigger, and sometimes that can feel so hard, or like it's not even there. And the isolation of OCD can then take those things away, possibly. OCD targets the things you value the most. OCD can turn a source of comfort into anxiety. Something healthy can turn unhealthy. Something once joyous can become frightening. This is how OCD can grow. This is how OCD can progress and make our worlds smaller. I think more research does need to be done looking at OCD and trauma and the impacts that it can have on us. It can be traumatizing in relationships. It can be traumatizing to the feeling of connection with others. The general safety, the feeling of safety that you can have, it can impact that. It is traumatizing to the point where you don't even know who you are, don't even know what you're capable of, don't even know maybe what you believe. And that's scary. That's scary. And, it's hard to, just live with. And definitely more research needs to be done on this and looked at. I know there's a couple therapists that have spoken out about this. I know Allegra from New York. She is an OCD therapist with OCD herself, with lived experience, and if I can find resources from her, I will put them in, because I know she's spoken about OCD and trauma. Often the fear and avoidance of pain can cause more of it. The fear of triggers or pain and scary things led me to run from it, continuing life in the cycle of anxiety. So what can we do? I want to also bring the reality of living with OCD, but I also want some hope. And one thing that does bring me hope to learn about is something called neuroplasticity and ERP therapy. So neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change. The brain can learn new things. The brain can learn to process information in different ways. And ERP teaches you that to respond differently to triggers, to respond differently to scary things, and in turn it isn't as scary anymore. If you react to something, your brain perceives it as a threat, perceives it as scary, and you will continue to react that way. So ERP teaches you to react differently, and in turn your brain will learn a new pathway, learn a new way to be. The brain has the ability to change. There's something called neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to create new neural pathways and patterns. Through repetition, new patterns can be made and old patterns can be let go of. And it can take a long time, and it's a lot of hard, uncomfortable work, to be able to rewire these neural pathways. But it can be done. ERP therapy can help the brain to realize there is a different way to relate and respond to triggers. This is writing a new story for yourself. Another resource that I'll mention is this book called Relationship OCD by Shiva Raji. It is such a great book, and in here she has a section about the neurobiology of anxiety disorders, and there's a lot of great information in there. This is a great book whether you have relationship OCD or not. There's so much good information in here. ERP therapy is facing your triggers. Feeling there is no safe space inside or out, the constant bracing, the shame and the guilt and the isolation of OCD does not have to continue to be your story. ERP, the gold standard treatment for OCD, can teach over time through practice that there are different ways to relate and react to scary triggers. The skills you learn in ERP can be helpful in many areas of life. Many things can help in recovery also, like acceptance commitment therapy, compassion practices, healing, shame and guilt. I also wanted to, at the end of this video, kind of put in a meditation. So recovery is a new way of interacting with the world, a new way of compassionately tending to yourself. You don't always have to guard yourself. You are safe. You don't always have to mentally or physically guard yourself. You can slow down. You don't have to keep busy. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to guard yourself against every intrusive thought or trigger. You are safe. You are safe inside. You are safe even if intrusive thoughts pop up. You don't have to live in shame and guilt and hide from others anymore. You don't have to brace for the next triggering thing. You are safe inside yourself and you are safe in the world. There is a light, a goodness, and a purity inside of you that OCD cannot touch. No intrusive thought can dampen or tarnish or put out the light that is your truest form. My hope is that others feel seen and heard and less alone.